welcome. This is Ruth, and today I've got the Arabesque gift bag die set from Tonic, and it says here that it creates a beautiful arabesque handbag with the approximate finished size being 105mm by 102mm by 70mm, and that is 4.4 inches by 4.1 by 2.75. So that's a fairly good sized gift bag, and again I'm telling you that at the start just in case I forget. But I also need to tell you that although the finished size is here, the actual biggest die is very big, so this will only fit through an A4 cutting machine, because there's the biggest die cut. It comes out in one piece, and that's how it looks when it's cut from an A4 sheet, so you'll need your full A4 machine to do that. Right, now let's have a little look at what else it says. So there are 27 dies in it, and the idea is that you cut out 2 of these pieces here, fold them and mould them, and then join them together and make a lovely little bag. And it's really simple. It's very straightforward to put together, but obviously there's lots of little decorative pieces in here that you could use to decorate it, really, just to make it, customize it and make it your own. There are instructions in here, but never fear, I'm going to show you how to do it anyway. Have a little look at that. It'll tell you exactly what you need, and it will identify the actual shapes and tell you what they are as well. So it's all very helpful, and there you are. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would really love you to do that, and then you could hit the notification bell. That will keep you up to date with everything as it's coming along, and you'll not miss anything then. And I would really love it if you leave me a little thumbs up at the end, only if you do enjoy it, of course, but I hope you do. And I'll just carry on with this. I've cut some out in 300 GSM card to start off with, and I'm just going to fold all of these over, and then I'll burnish the score lines with my bone folder, and then I'll come back. Here's the bone folder I'm going to use for that, just to get all of those little lines burnished. But then to mould those shapes, I could actually use this as well, but I think I'll just do it with this, because sometimes if you are not careful, you can just make a little ridge or a little mark that you don't want if you're using something with a straight edge on it. So it's actually, I find it helpful to use something more rounded like that, and then you don't get that line in it. You might already be very experienced at that, and then it will not matter. You can use either. Anyhow, I think looking at that as I'm going along here, there's really some of those dies that you could use for card making as well, and there's some absolutely beautiful things there that you could be using for decorations and all sorts of things. That's an absolutely gorgeous little feather, in fact 2 of them there, and a little tag and all sorts of beautiful things. But we'll go ahead and make the little bag first, and then we'll have a look at that after. So once you get the 2 pieces cut and folded and moulded, and I see there's one that I haven't actually finished yet, you can go ahead and just glue the 2 bases together, and it is as easy as that. Just be very careful with this part here. It's only got a small piece attaching it on there, so you don't want to rip that or anything, so just be careful as you go across, and then give it a little shape this way as well. So it's as easy as this. You glue this base onto this base, and just make sure you have it all straight. So how to do that, just fold these up and make sure there's nothing in the road, and you know you're good to go. I've gone ahead then and cut out some beautiful pieces to decorate this with, but first of all I want to show you this little die. This will cut out 2 little pieces. Well, you need to cut it twice, and that will reinforce this little closure here. So if you want to go ahead and just glue those on, that keeps that strong, because that's quite a narrow piece and it's got a slit in the middle, so you really do need to reinforce that, and they will fold over like this. Now I have also taken these dies, this one, and then I've cut that out in Blue Frost pearlescent card. That's really beautiful. And then I've taken Arctic Blue and these 2 together, and I have glued one on top of the other. And then you can see there, I've already just gone ahead and given these a little shape as well, because if you're going to put these on top of card that you've already moulded a little bit, you'll need to give this a little bit of a shape as well. So we'll hold on to that for a moment or two, and I can do the same with all of the rest of these. So you can see I've already got these little side panels done. Again, a little shape on them. This one isn't that beautiful, that lovely little pattern. And I've got another one here, and I'm just about to glue that onto here. And I've got my little precision nozzle because this is quite a small little pattern, and you do want to catch it every so often in the center as well. But I'm going to go around the outside here and then glue this on. And when I have all these pieces glued on together and all my little panels ready, then I can go ahead and just attach them onto my little bag. It's so easy, you won't believe it. I can go ahead now then and add the rest of these panels on, but I'll come back again and add these on at a later stage. I've got all these pieces on and two little panels on here as well. So now I'm just going to turn this over and we're going to work on these two pieces. So I'm going to put some glue on this and attach it in at the back here. So I'm just going to add some glue up in that top corner there. And then let's just see where this is going to go. Yeah, down in here, in this corner. And now you'll bring that up and just carefully move those over so that the two pieces align perfectly at the back. You've got a little straight part here that aligns up there, and then you'll just bring this over here. Now we can add this beautiful piece on here, and that will just get glued right across there. So obviously then we've shaped this, so you just need to hold it a little bit until the glue grabs on it, and then you can go ahead and attach this next one on the other side. And your little bag's actually almost done now. It's really quick. You can fold that piece over and pop it in there, and then put some glue on the underside of it, just there, and fold that down. And that gives you this beautiful little recessed area in here whenever that's glued in place there. And then you can go ahead and repeat that on the other side. Now all you need to do is hold those two pieces together, fold one of these across at the top. There's a little catch, a little, can you see it there? Just a little nick or a little knot, what would you call that? A little piece that sits out, and that just holds that nicely in there. And there you are, same on the other side. How easy, that's one of the easiest little bags I've ever seen, but it's a really beautiful and different little shape. Now we've got a little tag for it here. There's a little hanger piece as well. And there's also a little tag. So I've cut the background of the tag out in the blue frost, and I have cut the plain die out in cream, or the same as the bag itself, because that's 300 GSM ivory smooth card that I used there. So that's what this is as well. And we're bringing it all together by putting this little piece on top of the part, and this says it's all in the bag, and that just goes on there, and then this can go directly on here. You could put that on a 3D foam pads or whatever. Now, that bag is just so simple to make that I can imagine it's one of those ones that I know some people have been asking me, are there any very quick and easy bags that you could use for selling at Christmas fairs and all sorts of sales and things like that? I think that's one of them there. It's a good size, it's easy to make, and it's very quick because the basic bag is really just 2 cuts, and then you could add that pattern on if you like there, or you could just add patterned paper, and you will need to do 1 die cut for each of those, because you'd only need to cut out this part and not even the extra panel to go on the top, and it would be really, really beautiful. Now I'm going to just nip behind the desk here and get some ivory ribbon to add this on, but I've got 2 little feathers here, so I've actually got quite a few cut out because I just really like them, but I think I'll just go for 2 that are heading the same direction and overlap the top like that, so that one is going over the top of the other but it's tucked in behind. That's a nice idea there, just doing that, and then I'll pop that on there and a little bit of ribbon and thread that over the top, and there you are, as quick and easy as that. I just tied a little knot around that. I opened it up again so that the little tag could hang from there, and then it doesn't get in the road whenever you're opening and closing the bag. You don't have to actually open and close that again. And there you are. I had cut this one out of 300 GSM, and I just wanted to see what it would look like and how it would feel if I made it out of 216 from the classic card. So it's actually feels fine because it's got some patterned paper on as well, and I just cut the paper with these panels, so there's plenty of support there. And I made a little tag this time, and it says "All Things Nice." That's debossed onto that, and then I'm just going to hold these together and pop this through here again. Well, actually, I'll show you here before I do that. I've actually put the little reinforcing bar on the inside and the outside, just because I reckon that it would actually hopefully not need it, but you just wouldn't be sure. It's just so quick and easy. I can imagine making those in all sorts of patterned paper and everything, just if you need a little bag in a hurry. So one last thing, I just took an A6 card and I marked the halfway point across it there, and then I took this little die here and I placed it on the centre with the card open like that, taped it, and I taped it with the Craft Perfect tape here, because when you use that and put it right across, it doesn't mark. It's lovely and fine, and you can put it through the die cutting machine and it doesn't leave sort of marks where it's been there. So I've done that and then took that off and repeated it on here, and I've got a lovely pattern on the front of the card there. That would look lovely with just a plain colour behind it, but I actually had extra panels of this cut out because I was going to line this little bag, and then I decided against it. So I've got 2 of these panels cut, and I'm going to glue one on the back here and one on here, and then that will be really, really pretty through there. It's a very delicate kind of pattern, so it will look really, really pretty. Thought, in keeping with how simple the little gift box or gift bag was, I would just make a really, really simple card. So I've backed that on, and then I used 2 little dies from the Simply Sentiments die set. So it's this one here, the backing plate in blue, and then some ivory on top. A really, really quick card and little gift bag if you just wanted to give the 2 together. And you know, sometimes that's all we need, and sometimes that's all we've time for. And it doesn't always have to be a big elaborate present or a big elaborate card and gift. But I think that's really, really beautiful. So I hope you like that too. And I hope you enjoyed a kind of a shorter and more simple video this time. There's actually lots more in the pipeline, and I can tell you they're not very simple. So I was glad to be able to do just a quick and easy one tonight. Thank you very, very much for watching. My affiliate links for this die set will be down below in the description. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and leave me a little comment. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love you to do that too, and hit the notification bell, and then you'll see all of these videos as they come up. There's lots coming up in the next couple of weeks. I've been working really, really hard getting lots of things ready, and you'll be able to see those very soon, and I think you're going to love them. I absolutely loved making them. So until next time, happy crafting. Bye bye.